Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Tekkit Classic Reborn, and as you see, I have finally gone and put in all 5 of the beacons. Now, there are 6 potential things that you can have. You can have Speed 2, Haste 2, Resistance 2, Jump Boost 2, Strength 2, and Regeneration 1. I don't really like Jump Boost, plus we have Flying Ring, we can just fly around. So I thought there wasn't too much of a need for it, so I've decided to go against having that. I don't generally have it. But yeah, that's really the only thing here in the, turn that on. Yeah, that's got enough in it. That's the only thing in the world that is really changed. I've moved my bed down here, and that's really the only other thing. But what has changed is basically the mod pack, because I think the reason behind it is basically because what happened with Tekkit Classic is it stopped getting updates. You know, currently they're adding more stuff so they can actually have stuff added. Like, for example, as you may have seen down here, Whaler has been added. I think Forestry has been added. Dimensional Anchors has been added, which I've actually, due to all the updates, I actually had to run this through the server, or through a server, before I could run it on this one. Otherwise, I just get a blank screen. Just a white screen of nothing. And I was getting 5 frames per second and nothing was happening on the screen. But yeah, I had to run it on server, so I did make a dimensional anchor because I was running it on server and I just thought I'd leave it AFK for a bit. That is something I might do, however, I would prefer not to run it on the computer whilst I'm running it. So I might run it in the background, like switch the worlds across, or I might run the server on my laptop or my old computer if I can get it running, because technically all I need to get that thing back up and running is a new hard drive, because that's the only thing I really took out of it, and I've got spare RAM and stuff like that, because I have a load of spare components, because that's the sort of thing I have. But yeah, that's happened. As you see, the UI has slightly changed. Let me get rid of that. But yeah, this NEI and stuff, because it's using voxel mods mod pack thing, which means, for example, if I go back to here, this is the menu screen. I can connect to the Tekkit Classic Reborn server. That's the server that was on. It's just localhost because that's how it is. I had to rename it to World, and yeah, we're back here in our lovely, lovely world. So I had noticed as well, whilst looking around, that I looked at my my Swift Tools Surrendering Gale, and it said on pedestal. And now the Dark Matter Pedestals is something I've been wanting to muck around with for a while now, especially since it used to be quite an interesting thing you used to be able to do in the old Equivalent Exchange 2. And I kind of want to experiment to see if that actually still works. I know it was a glitch and a bug or whatever you want to call it, and it's quite cheaty. But I want to see if they actually removed it or, you know, kept it for like nostalgia's sake. But yeah. They have brought back the Dark Matter Pedestal, and also seem to have maybe added... They've added these, which I just think are supposed to be like entities, because you can't make them or anything. Arcane Smite is still a work in progress. However, if you spawn it in, because I did this on my testing world, I spawned it in, and it does work. It doesn't have the infinite fire thing, like you just hold down a button and it will fire forever, but it does fire if you right-click, which is quite nice. Black Hole Band, Harvest Goddess Band, which is one we're going to need anyway. Ignition Ring has quite a cool effect on pedestal. Nearby mobs combust. Every 2 seconds it activates. Zero Ring extinguishes nearby enemies and freezes the surroundings. So I assume that will put snow on the ground and stuff like that. This one, Swift Tools Surrendering Gale, shoots lightning at nearby mobs every 3.5 seconds. That's pretty cool. Watch Your Flowing Time is really good because it speeds up nearby blocks and slows down nearby mobs. If this is the same as it was in Equivalent Exchange 2, that speeds up industrial craft machines, which is really quite cool. Jump of Redundancy, I don't think it has one. No, it doesn't. But that is something we're going to have a look at anyway, because Jump of Redundancy is part of that little bug thing I was on about. Then there's these ones. Body Stone restores 2 of these every second. Yeah, 2 shanks every second. Soulstone heals half a heart every second. Mindstone does nothing that holds experience. That is something we're also going to have to probably go and make. And the Lifestone is a combination of the 2 and just heals nearby players for half a heart every second and restores 2 of these, which I think is just 1 of those, like, because obviously they go in halves like the hearts do. But yeah, that'll be something pretty cool. And also, Evertide Amulet, I just noticed these as well. Evertide Amulet creates rain and snowstorms, and this prevents rain and snowstorms. I might get that just to do that. It doesn't. I assume it doesn't cost 32 EMC in order to have it on the pedestal, but. Oh, that's actually quite cool. That's completely free, and that uses 32 EMC. But that is lava, so I suppose it's a bit easier, a bit better. But yeah, I think just today we're going to experiment with those. I think that's just a pretty cool thing. And then maybe next episode we might get on to actually building an area that we can kind of live in, because we are just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I think my volume is up quite high. Let me just do that. No, it has to be 10. But yeah. Like my bed's down there, which I moved because mobs can't spawn down there because it's so light, and you know, I'm just leaving this stuff here, and it's not very clean. It's functional technically, but I would like to have this like not so squished together. You know, it'd be pretty cool to have it all spread out but still working, sort of things. And if I had something like thermal expansion or a better pipe mod, because I personally don't like wooden transport pipes. I don't like Billcroft pipes, and that has RF in it, and I want to create RF. But yeah, I personally don't like Billcroft pipes. But like if it was any other mod, I'd be fine, because that means I could actually configure it properly. But those just a pain to configure for me at least. But yes, today that means we are going to be going and creating dark matter pedestals, which I am not sure how you make. It is 5 dark matter blocks and 4 red matter, which means we need to get our red matter, and also where's our dark matter, and we need to go down here. We need to sleep, and yeah, there's also this really cool thing. It's a macros thing. I've not muddled around too much with it, but it seems pretty cool if I can remember where it is. I think it's in controls. You can go down here and you can go to macro settings, and all the ones in red are keys that are currently being used. So like for example, this mouse 4, I could click my mouse 4 button and it would go to mouse 4. Unfortunately my mouse 3 button is broken off, so I can't use mouse 3 because I broke my mouse. But yeah, you have all these like really just all these keys that you can use. A lot of these keys, however, like F6 for example, that's my recording key, so I can't really use that for stuff like that. But yeah, we need to just get a lot of red matter or dark matter mainly. I'm just gonna find the one that has the most in it. I think it's this one. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's throw some dark matter in there, get it creating, and create these pedestals. I think I'll create one. That's kind of how I'll normally do it. Create one, and then with that one, we can create more. So let's just do that. Let's throw this in here. How many EMC is it anyway? It is 2.5 million EMC, and I kind of want to remember what the alchemical tome is. Tome of knowledge. How do you make that? Because that's the one that you use that on. But okay, so they might have not implemented. I swear they had the recipe for that. That might have been I just accidentally like glitched it in or something. I found that you can middle click and do that. It's yeah, it's weird, but it doesn't actually spawn it in. I don't think. I hope it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Good. All right. I think 3's enough in all reality. I don't think we're going to be mucking around too much. I think there's only going to be a few that we have as permanent ones, like the Watch of Flowing Time, the Vulcanite Amulet, and we can have a last one, which we can use for the what's his name? Wait, so we can have that one. That's for Watch of Flowing Time. That one can go there for that, and we can just have the other one over here in a clear area because it depends on what we want to do. But yeah, that can be for the glitch and all the testing ones. So that means we want to go and create a Watch of Flowing Time, which is 4 dark matter, 2 redstone, not 2 redstone, 2 glowstone. So 2, 2. It was 4 dark matter, right? And a watch, was it? Was it a watch? Was it a watch? Was it a watch? Yes, and I have a watch somewhere because I got one from the villager, which is probably dead because I probably forgot to. Did I enclose him? I'm not sure. Yes, I did. I also found out even with strength 2, it still puts him down to half a heart. I also found there's a mod that's been added which adds like extra sounds, which is pretty cool. Because it reminds me of when I did the first Magicality episode, and I was adding loads of sound effects into that, and I found that reminded me of that, which is pretty cool. I spent ages doing that though, so I eventually just kind of gave up with doing it because it kind of wasn't worth the effort. I don't think because I don't know. I think I was putting more time into the actual video rather than the editing. Like I prefer to actually do more in the video, in the episode than in the editing. But yeah, watch a flying time. So I think we have to shift click on the here. Oh, it doesn't have the Triforce like it used to, and has this on it. So now if we right click, it's on, and all these machines should speed up, and they do. And I think they use exactly the same amount of power as well. So that is pretty cool. I think that could trump overclockers in all honesty, because look how slow this is doing it now. So this is one without. Look how long it's taking. Taking forever. There we go. This is one with. And it's done too. Okay. That is good. Great. So, and as I said, I don't think it uses any extra power, and if it does, in theory, this should catch up, and this should be able to catch up as well. But by the fact that the lava is still at 7,088, and hasn't gone down since I last looked at it, I think this is using the same amount of power. Also, why is there lava? Error occurred. Why can it produce an error? That's a question. Okay. Apparently I can produce an error. But either way, it hasn't been doing... It's not using more power than it's creating, which is good. Very, very, very good. Okay. So the second one we want to have a look at, and in all honesty, the Lifestone, I'd rather have it in my inventory. I think that's probably the best way to go with that one, because I'd rather have it in my inventory and get it done that way. Now, what I want to do, I think, is you can use the Vulcanite amulet to make the iron bands, but that might not be a thing in this. That might not be a thing in this actually. But we can just get you know, all the lava buckets we have and billions of, and that'll be good. So let's do that. Get our bucket back. Don't really care for the bucket too much. So what do we want to get next? Black hole band, we've done that, or we got that, so we don't have to worry. Harvest goods band, we're gonna have to make anyway. What are some of the other cool things I wanted to make? I think those two I don't really care too much for. Might just be worth getting a Vulcanite amulet in all honesty, which is good because what do we need to get a Vulcanite amulet? 6 lava buckets. What can we get a lot of? Lava buckets, right? And we just need some dark matter, but dark matter is not too difficult to get, or it shouldn't be at least. And we got 1 spare, so that's good. I'm pretty sure with the Vulcanite amulet you can right click and just pick the lava up, which is good. Let's throw those back in there. And Vulcanite amulet, I think we said we were going to throw onto here. So you can't apparently shift click into it, and it looks like it only goes one direction. So it's not like if I do like put it in this direction, it'll do that. But that there should now be preventing any snow or rainstorms or any raining at all, which is pretty cool. That means we don't have to worry about rain, because rain ruins frame rates most of the time. It's a bit of a pain. But yeah, now I got to think about how this old bug used to go. First off, we need to get the Harvest Goods band. We also need to create a gem of eternal density, and we need an alchemical. What's it called? An alchemical chest, which we may have a spare, but I'm not sure. Do we have a spare? Do I have multiples in here? Possibly. Do I have spares? No, I don't. Maybe in here. No, I don't. Double check. No, I don't. Okay. Might have to steal this one. Or I could just make one from scratch. How do you make one from scratch? That's an energy condenser. I don't want that. What's that? 2 iron. diamond covalence dust, wherever I put it originally. Covalence dust, a chest, and what was the other thing? 2 stone. We just need 2 wood. And we should, in theory, have everything. Create now chemical chest. I remember when that used to be difficult. God damn it. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the way this works is the harvest god man goes on here, and then you've got a black hole band in here, which is I think yeah, the harvest goes band on there. That will go in there, and whilst it's on in here, so G in the alchemical thing, if I drop anything, it will go into that chest. So what happens is then we need a load of glass, which means I'm just going to have to go into here, make some glass with spare crap that is in my inventory. Just get some glowstone or something. That'll be more than enough glass to last us a long time. And we need some water. So as those buckets disappear too, buckets come back to me. And sugarcane and dirt. So let's just do that. Might be easier to just get an Evertide amulet for this whole thing, but not to worry. So I think the way it was is... Actually, I'm going to have to go quickly look it up, because I have no idea how to make it. I've completely forgotten. Okie dokie, so I have gone and built this thing. This is, in theory, how this thing should work. Now, I did try and go from my own video because, you know, I knew that that version worked, but this seems to be what I remember, as I couldn't find my own video about it, or a video from my old series about it, that included it, or just had it somewhere that I could look at. So what we have here is, there's an alchemical chest, has a black hole band in it. We do also need to put a gem of eternal density into it, however that is for later. Then this Dark Matter Pedestal is going to have a Harvest Goddess band, and what is going to happen is these are going to grow as a glitch where it thinks it's fully grown. It'll like instantly grow it or whatever. I don't actually know how it works, but basically it'll fully grow instantly. Will break for some reason. Again, I don't really know why. And then it will bring it into here. The Gem of Eternal Density will do its job, and in theory should create quite a lot of items. If it doesn't work, that is perfectly fine, as we have many other way to create diamonds, such as that, and this, and this, and yeah. And especially since this is working, I could probably do a setup for rerouting through this now, because what I did last time, I rerouted, but because how slow, or how the Buildcraft pipes work and how slow they are, basically what would happen is it would just overflow, and basically what happens is with most other pipes, if the inventory that they're trying to go to is full, they will not send the item. However, with Buildcraft pipes, they send out the item, and then they'll route back, and then they'll go forward again, and it's just really buggy and not to be desired when you're creating something. So if there is another pipe that is usable, which doesn't look like there is, because Industrial Craft doesn't have those pipes, yeah. So for now, I think we're gonna probably have to hold off on some automation thing, because I know the pneumatic tubes from Blue Power are okay, but I can't find a redstone tube because I tried emulating this thing in my other testing worlds, and I tried to build it up a few layers, and it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how filters and stuff like that works. I even tried it in this world, because that's why I have where is it, in which bag? These stuff. I have a load of pneumatic tubes and filters and crystal chests, and it didn't work. It just sort of, like, every time you send a pulse through it, it resets the pipe, so you end up actually just like losing whatever is in your pipe, which is kind of a pain. In my case, it was only diamonds, so it's not too bad, but it's still kind of annoying. So we need to go back to ProjectE. We need to have a look at what we were going to get, which was the Harvest Goddess Band, which means an Iron Band, which we have, 2 Dark Matter, and I think it's any flower or 2 flowers and whoa, that scared the hell out of me. But you may have heard there the arrows. I'm just going to see if we can shoot me again. If you can hear those arrow sound effects, they sound really cool. I really like those. Yeah, we need some more dark matter. I'm not actually sure if I have any spare dark matter, except from the one I have in my inventory. I may somewhere. I have 2 antimatter relays for some reason. I found those earlier, but we can probably get rid of them, or we can just throw them. Yeah. In all honesty, I can just do this. I'll put that there, because then as soon as that one goes through, it's gonna take a while. Well, that's about 6 of them. So there we go. That's enough. That's enough dark matter to last a while, hopefully. But yeah, let's go back up to here. Is that a skeleton? Yes, it is. Boom. Why do you always have to go to half heart? We are gonna have to get a better sword. I'm not sure if there are any cool swords. I don't think there are, so we just could probably have to go with a diamond sword. Or no, maybe a ruby sword, since it has a better damage. This ruby sword from ProjectE, not this one, which is a bit worrying, because I hope that one overwrites that one. Because that one has 2 more damage. If not, we'll just go for a diamond one, because it doesn't matter about the enchant, like unbreaking and stuff, because we have this thing, which obviously repairs all our tools. So that's great. I'm going to get rid of this glass, because I don't need it. I'm also going to get rid of these buckets and stuff like that. We now need 2 of these, and 4 saplings, which I have there. And what should happen now is, what do we need? It was there and there, I think. I'm pretty sure. Poppy's there, and a Harvest Goddess Band is there. Now we need ProjectE again, and we need to find a gem of eternal density, which is, oh, that's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what else was it? 2 obsidian, which we have a lot of. So let's just, do that. Create the gem of eternal density. So, okay, so the Harvest Goddess Band goes on here. This will go in here. Oh, wait, what was it? Press G to change targets. G. Okay, so set it to red matter. And how do you activate it? Right click, set up a blacklist. And I now have no food. Great. I'll have to sort that out in a second. But if I do this. Okay, it kind of works. It's not as quick as it used to be. Definitely not. It's all bunching up there. Now I know someone said, and I'm going to quickly just steal this and try not to destroy everything. But I'm going to take this and do that. Take that out. I'm pretty sure someone talked about that on there, and then doing that, because it places it into adjacent things. So what should happen now is everything should be going into here. And it's set to red matter only. So in theory it works. In a way, I thought those were acacia trees a second. But yeah, in theory it works. If I turn down my, I don't know, I think it's probably block sounds. Yeah, so if we have those block sounds up a tiny bit, just so I'm able to hear some other things, we can have this in the background, especially since I'm running on, I can run it on a server. We can have this running in the background, and I'm not going to say it makes a lot, because it's kind of obvious it doesn't. Like, it's not like in like a massive amount. It does seem to be keeping up with itself though. As you can see, it's like not, this full stack isn't like going down. Now it is, but now it isn't, and yeah, it's kind of weird. Definitely not as efficient as it used to be. I'll say that much. But I'm actually going to place this chamber of atonement in the corner because I like it there. Because everything's just clear here. But yeah, that's I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'll keep it there, I think, for now. If it causes lag due to like entities, because I'm not even sure like entity-wise what it's going to do, then I'll obviously move it away. That means we need to make another dark matter thing. Okay, dark matter pedestal. Do I have any spare red matter? That's the question, because otherwise I'm going to have to make some. Let me just make some. And craft it down here as well, so that's great. Let's just get some Atonius fuel blocks and go up here, actually. Actually, Atonius fuel, how much? 2,000? Okay, that's definitely not enough. But I'm not sure. Let's just get rid of take all these. I can take all these out, it doesn't matter. Because that'll also go into here now. Store in the relay, which is fine, because then if we put anything back into those things, it'll go and sort it out a bit better. Right, so we need red matter, and we need to throw that in there. Apparently makes more than I thought it did. Oh no, because that was stack EMC. Okay, I was reading the wrong thing. Okay, that's good. Kind of good. Because now we need to go and put this back down here. Right click, throw the Vulcanite amulet on, run it, and everything should now be fine and dandy. This is going to be running at super ultra speed, as well as everything here is going to be running at a fairly good speed as well, which is great. And I'm thinking, what? Oh, I didn't need to click on that. You know, we can make some other cool stuff in the next few episodes. I'm thinking in the future I may need to go out and try and find some iridium, because then we can put that into some crystal memory and we can make the quantum stuff. And I don't know if we want to make quantum before going to fight the Ender Dragon, or if we're just gonna go for gem armor when we do that. I know what I'm missing from my inventory. Food. I even said I was. Suppose I can cook. Wait, there's some more beef here. If I cook one of these up, just taking a lot longer than it is to pulverize stuff. But we get some steak, and then we can just throw the steak or get the steak and do this, and it's going to generate super quick because steak is only 64 EMC, which is great. And yeah, so we probably gonna go. I'm not sure what we want to do. I think due to there only really being the End Dragon as another boss, there isn't a mod like Aether 2 in here or anything like that with extra mob bosses. As far as I know, there isn't anything like that, because otherwise I think I'd remember it from Tekkit Classic. Oh, what's that? Purple alloy. Oh, cool. I think what we want to do is maybe go and create the quantum, use the quantum for the End Dragon, because I'm actually no, I did go to the End Dragon last time I did Tekkit Classic, but yeah, I think when I went I had gem armor and it sort of ignored my armor, so I'm gonna probably use quantum for this. But that does mean it's gonna take a bit of a longer time to actually get and go for the Ender Dragon. However, we're hopefully going to get, in that meantime, a lot of progress made. I think if next episode, well, in between now and next episode, I'll probably go and have a look for some dungeons. If I find some iridium, that'll be great, and I'll go and record a bit of that. If not, doesn't matter too much, but I think we're going to maybe try and go on to get a medium voltage solar array, and if I can, well, I'll probably just calculate it down to the exact number I need, but I'll also go for a high voltage solar array and get an MFSU as well. That'll be pretty cool. That is either going to be next episode or the episode after, because I think I also said next episode I want to get a house sort of thing made up. But I think power goes over, you know, housing, because I can fly and stuff can't kill me, so why would I have to worry about housing right now? I can just go down to sleep here, because I'm never going to get mobs are near you can't go to sleep, because everything down here is lit up and there's no caves around, because I've checked that, or at least as far as I know there's no caves around, because I've checked 4 caves and I couldn't find any that aren't lit up already, and all the mobs will spawn up here anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to, as I said, go and have a look for some dungeons, because I need to find some iridium. Either that or a village. I think you can find iridium in villages as well. So I'll have to go and scout out for that. I might make some swiftness potions if I can get enough. Well, I can make an alchemical or brewing stand. So I'll make some speed potions, because the speed 2 thing only goes to like. Well, it doesn't even cover this whole thing. So, yeah, I'll have to go look around for some of that. I don't know what key it is for my map, so I'm going to have to find that out. Let's actually have a quick look. I want to see controls. Where would we map? I think map writer. Where is it? F8. Okay, that's kind of a weird one. But, yeah, I can have a look around. And if I even go past one, I'll be able to see where it is. There is a massive volcano over here, so that's pretty cool. I want to have a look at that. One thing I am going to say I am sad about is ProjectE, yet at the moment, I'm going to say at the moment, because I did say this about Matter Pedestals as well, and they were added. Okay, so I'm back from my crash. Hopefully, I looked at the crash error log thing, and hopefully, I fixed it. It said it was a ticking entity error, and what I think it might have been is the thing that we made today, the sugarcane thing. So I had to go into. Ooh, there's a mine shaft down there. That'll be good to know. Let's go and dig down there just so I remind myself. But yeah, it seems to potentially be an error on that side, because of you know, I've just gone into MC Edit. I crashed twice. I went into MC Edit and. It seems that it's now fixed, so, or at least for the meantime it's been fixed. So yeah, what I was going to say is that the thing I hope that they do bring is the Void Ring, because that'll be pretty cool to have. But yeah, you know, we'll just have to see in the future. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As I said, thanks for watching again. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you on Wednesday with some Business Elite Plus. I'm completely forgetting my own schedule. And, yeah, I will see you then. And hopefully, next episode I'll have some Iridium. But